Welcome to Tabletop Battle Adventures, D-Day, 1330 hours, Turn 27. Introduction. This is Tan. It's held by the 6th Fallschirmjäger. Last turn, Major von der Heit, Commander 6th Fallschirmjäger, was killed, and his radio operator. We'll go over the rest of 6th Fallschirmjäger's positions. Second floor, this building, behind the window, MMG, mortar. This turn hitting on a 2 on the 2nd Armored Division, half-track number 1. Does have Rangers inside. Inside of this building, behind the 2nd floor, window on the left, Panzer Shrek. But the loader is wounded, bleeding out, I think in 5 turns. This is all 6th Fallschirmjäger until I mention otherwise. Here's their forward observer. Third section, soldier with assault rifle and Panzerfaust. They also control both. Well, this bridge is contested, and this bridge also has 32 damage and can only take 36 damage, so could be destroyed this turn. There's an artillery strike that's been called in by Major van der Heit before he was killed. General McLilly rolled a 6 with the mortar, and that's how the Major was killed. This bridge has no damage and is in 6th Fallschirmjäger's hands. First section leader, position center screen. 2 second section soldiers. The platoon sergeant, center screen in the hedgerow. Second section LMG team. 2 more second section soldiers moving up to support the Panzerlehr Division armor that has been taking some losses thanks to General McLilly's rolls of 6s. My daughter is General McLilly, and she's taken over command of the U.S. forces. And let's see who else is here from 6th Fallschirmjäger. Inside of this building that I'm zoomed way too far in on, I believe in the 2nd floor, 3rd section LMG team. And platoon leader for 6th Fallschirmjägers here. He was up positioned here forward, helping the survivors of the 1058 Grenadiers fight off the 506th. And they are on the run now as the 2nd Armored Division reinforcements have entered from this side of the battlefield. I think this medic's actually still alive. He fell off the hedgerow, but I believe he's still alive, and that's 6th Fallschirmjäger's medic there. Over here we have another forward observer, radio operator for the 6th Fallschirmjäger. And those 2, 3rd section soldiers, not 2nd section. I believe that's all the survivors for 6th Fallschirmjäger and where they're positioned. Last turn they took 5 KIA and 22 overall in the fight, and they currently have 2 wounded soldiers. The Panzer Shrek loader in the building, center screen, and and this assistant flamethrower is wounded as well. And so there's another 6th Fallschirmjäger unit. They've taken some pretty heavy losses. It's like about almost half strength now. And the 100th Panzer has been wiped out. That was the Puma that's on fire. And the half-track here. And the half-track in the road. So they're knocked out completely. The 1058 Grenadiers took 0 new casualties, and they have taken heavy losses in the fight, though. They have a soldier starting on ambush, the only German starting on ambush this turn, and that is the 1058 Grenadiers 3rd Section Assistant Leader on the balcony. And then besides that soldier, I think the rest are in the building. We'll take a look. 1058 Grenadiers Platoon Commander and Radio Operator, still in the fight. Sniper, and the 3rd Section LMG Gunner. These are all the survivors from the 1058 Grenadiers. In the battle, the 1058 Grenadiers, well, last turn they took 0 new KIA and 31 overall in the fight. No wounded soldiers currently. Survivors from Omaha Beach, 916th Grenadiers, 1st Platoon, 2nd Section Leader, wounded, bleeding out in 2 turns. 1 survivor from the MMG team, in trouble facing the 2nd Armored Division's Company Commander's tank captain. Also here, 916th Grenadiers, survivors from Omaha Beach, and this is 2nd Platoon, 1st Section LMG team. We'll have to go over toward Carentan. Oh, actually, right here, this is 916th Grenadiers, 2nd Platoon, 1st Section Leader. Center screen behind the King Tiger. And 916th Grenadiers, 2nd Platoon Commander, Radio Operator, and Messenger. And another 2nd Platoon, 1st Section LMG team, who's now moved into position to have line of sight on the bridge where the 2nd Armored Division is attempting to bring Rangers across and start fighting for Carentan. Oh, I think I might have missed a soldier when introducing the 6th Fallschirmjäger. This is a 3rd Section LMG gunner, center screen. Oh, it looks like I missed another. Here's their 3rd Section leader moving around to prepare to fight back the U.S. forces coming across the bridge. And the 916 Grenadiers 1st Platoon had 3 KIA last turn and 51 overall. Most of those were over on Omaha Beach. And the 916th Grenadiers 2nd Platoon had 1 more KIA last turn and 40 overall in the fight. They're reduced to those few soldiers that I just showed. Panzer Lehr Division showed up. We have the company commander and the King Tiger, who knocked out the 2nd Armored Division's Sherman. We have the 2nd Platoon leader in the Tiger. We have 2nd Platoon's Panther, the half-track Panzerwerfer 42 behind the Panther, and the Wirbelwind. We have the 1st Platoon's Panther, who's in a firefight here with the 2nd Armored Division's Sherman, although it looks like a, what is that? I forget what it's called. I forget. And then we have the 2nd Platoon Commander in the Tiger, knocked out by General McLilley's roll of a 6. And then this is also 1st Platoon's Panzer IV knocked out, and 1st Platoon's Panzer III Flame Panzer knocked out. All last turn, all 3 by General McLilley. And then we have a half-track from the Panzer Lehr, half-track number 1, moving into the 1058 Grenadiers Complex headquarters. And then there's the Stug 3 that's in a battle with the company commander from 2nd Armored Division. And in reserve for the Panzer Lehr Division, 2nd Platoon's Panzer IV. Also Panzer Lehr's half-track number 2. Because this German here on the run, after his buddies were killed, and the Panzerschreck inside of this building was the only troops they had over on this flank, so we brought in this half-track here to reinforce and hopefully keep these U.S. forces from crossing into Carentan. So the Panzer Lehr Division took 3 destroyed tanks last turn, and that was the only 3 thus far in the fight. And General McLilley's rolls were legendary. So the Germans overall, 12 new KIA, including the 3 vehicles last turn, and 147 including vehicles in the battle so far. 3 wounded at the moment. Should forget where the other wounded soldier is. somewhere bleeding out. And then they've had 8 saves overall in the battle. Main objectives are Carentan, the bridges, hedgerows block line of sight, by the way, and unless there is a wall along the hedgerow, then it does not block line of sight. Also mentioned, here's the river lock center screen, and it is open and flooding down this way, has been for the whole battle, through the now destroyed bridge, and these green fields are all flooded. Infantry advance, no run, and no vehicles. The brown fields are normal movement, not flooded. And all these roads, all these little grassy areas with dirt roads are also normal movement. There's an artillery strike that was called in, as I mentioned, I think, by Major Vonderheit. We'll roll for that first. And now we'll move on to the U.S. forces. We'll start with the 506th. 506th current leader is the platoon commander, the captain, center screen. There's no artillery strike or airstrike that was called in by U.S. forces last turn because there just happened to be no radio operator nor vehicle that was able to give a fire order and call in a mission. 506 second squad leader, Sergeant Braden, center screen. Over here, you have 3rd Squad Assistant Leader, Sergeant Brandon, and a radio operator who was Colonel Sink's radio operator, the commander of the 506th, but he was killed, dead in the hedgerow. And continuing on with 506, there's a wounded 2nd Squad soldier with a BAR, and then there's also a 2nd Squad LMG gunner who's attempting to save. The way I'm going to change the saves. I was doing it differently. Then I'm going to explain, but we're going to move on. So the saves work on a roll of a 4 up with a medic and any other soldier on a roll of a 5 up. And each turn I subtract 1 from the wound dice, the red dice. And then when it gets down to 1, the following time it's subtracted, then the soldier bleeds out. And when the soldier's wounded, you roll a dice, and that's how many turns till they bleed out. So 1, 2 is like a mortal wound. There's a ladybug hanging out on this tree. Cool. And also these green D6s represent grenades held by U.S. forces. And when a soldier is killed, the grenade stays on the body and you can pick it up, German or U.S., and use the grenade. The brown D6s represent the grenades held by German soldiers. Keep moving with the 506th. Let's swing this way. The flamethrower positioned here and cover. And I do believe that is all the 506th on this right flank. We'll move over and see what we have on the other side of the battlefield. There is another unit for the 506th. It's a light mortar team positioned here. And moving over. On the 506th left flank, we have the 2nd MMG team, 3 soldiers strong. 1st Squad LMG team. And 1st Squad Assistant Leader on the bridge. He's got 6 grenades. Nice. That's all the 506 survivors. 506 took 2 more KIA last turn and 55 overall. 1 wounded soldier currently. And we'll go on to the 116th Infantry, who is the survivors from Omaha Beach. They are kind of positioned all over here. We've got a bazooka from 1st Squad, center screen. We've got 1st Squad leader with 1 soldier with a BAR. We've got the flamethrower team from 2nd Squad. Let's scan this way. We've got the heavy machine gun. This is all 116th. 3rd Squad sniper starting on ambush. There's 2 U.S. snipers starting on ambush, actually. And 116th, 2 more soldiers here with 1 with the BAR, 1 with a rifle from 1st Squad. 116th sent in 2nd Squad soldiers who joined the M5 3-inch AT gun crew because there was only the commander still alive. They were in the process of hooking up their gun to this half-track, 2nd Armored Division half-track reinforcements when the Germans randomly on a scattered ice arrived here and Panzerfaust destroyed the transport. So these soldiers are going to just have to wheel this truck down the road now. Or maybe bring in a tank, push that half-track out of the way, and use the tank to back up the vehicle. More 116th Infantry survivors from Omaha Beach, the platoon leader and radio operator, the first lieutenant. 3rd Squad assistant leader, and a soldier with the BAR who gunned down the culprit. Let's see, 116's down here too. So, the Rangers through this area. Here we go, 116th Platoon Sergeant, radio operator and messenger, and their MMG. And 3rd Squad assistant leader, center screen with the soldier with the BAR. That's all the. Oh, here's another 506 soldier. I missed the 2nd Squad LMG gunner. In reserve, 116th 3rd Squad bazooka team. The 116th Infantry took 1 new KIA last turn, 32 overall in the fight, most of which came on Omaha Beach. Let's move right on to the 2nd Rangers 1st Platoon. They're spread out too. Here's the medic. Heavy machine gun team. These are actually 2nd Platoon Rangers here, these 3 soldiers. 2nd Platoon's 2nd Squad leader positioned in the corner. And there is our Ranger sniper from 1st Platoon. He'll start on ambush. Riding in the 2nd Armored Division half-track number 1. 1st Platoon commander, radio operator. 1st Platoon sergeant. And 2 soldiers with a rifle. Oh, that's actually the LMG team. Oops. So I'm just going to mention 1st and 2nd Platoon Rangers. This is a full Ranger company from 2nd Rangers. Historically built, of course. So in the riding in half-track number 3, got 1st Platoon 2nd Squad leader and 1st Platoon bazooka. 2-man team. 1 man on his own. A couple more soldiers. They're riding in half-track number 3. Riding in half-track number 2, got 2nd Platoon 1st Squad, the fully painted, mostly fully painted, and then also the platoon sergeant from 2nd Platoon. Looks like an LMG team, couple of solo SMG soldiers, BAR with a rifle soldier with them, and 2 more soldiers with rifles. Oh, and 2nd Platoon 1st Squad leader. They are riding in half-track number 2. Here's our Ranger medium mortar, and they are hitting. Oh, they need a new target. They killed Major Vonderheit. Let's go and find some more Rangers here. So the Rangers riding in the half-track, in big trouble, it looks like. Scanning. Oh, right here, another 2nd Platoon, 2nd Squad assistant leader. And looks like the Rangers 2nd Platoon, 2nd Squad flamethrower. Those are all the 116th soldiers. I need to go to the other side to find the rest of the Rangers. It looks like that's all the Rangers. Most of them are still in reserve, or rather riding in the half-tracks. 116th bazooka team's in reserve. So the Rangers, last turn, 2nd Rangers, 1st Platoon, took 1 new KIA, 12 overall. Those are all in Omaha Beach. 2nd Rangers, 2nd Platoon, 0 new casualties, and 9 overall in the fight. And the 2nd Armored Division that came smashing in here, they lost 2 tanks last turn. They lost the Sherman, knocked out here, and they lost the Sherman knocked out trying to get into Carentan. And then besides that, the epic battle, you have to watch the last video to see what happened here with all this destruction, but the Sherman Crocodile moving forward. Who knows if he can actually destroy the Stug this turn. We have the Sherman with the bulldozer blade attachment, who's immobilized and turret jammed, can only fire straight forward, last target was this Panzer IV, so it's not much use. We have the company commander's tank here, dealing with these German survivors from Omaha Beach. Oof, the Germans are in trouble. And over here, in reserve, while I'm here, we have a Sherman. It's like it's number, it's the company first sergeant's tank. He's in reserve. And over on this flank, we have these Perishings that are Shermans. And it looks like we're pushing toward taking this complex, flanking the Germans. Half tracks, and we also have this excellent, get the name of it. Gentleman, did you get the United States book right there? The M16 multiple gun motor carriage, and it's got 450 cals. Amazing. Continuing with the 2nd Armored Division, we have the 2nd Platoon leader, and his Jackson. He fired on the Tiger and missed, so now we have to see if he can survive with his open top. And lastly, here on the bridge, already talked about it pretty much. 2nd Armored Division took the two tanks destroyed last turn, and 3 overall. Where's the 3rd tank at? Yep, so 2nd Armored Division, 2 destroyed tanks last turn, and then previous turn the half-track was knocked out. U.S. forces overall in the fight, 6 new KIA, including the 2 destroyed armored vehicles last turn, and 111 overall in the fight. 2 wounded soldiers currently, 15 saves for the U.S. forces overall. So the Germans 147 KIA, including vehicles destroyed. U.S. 111. So the U.S. is definitely winning when it comes to casualties inflicted, but the Germans still hold the main objective of Carentan. And this bridge is contested, but with the artillery strike coming in on it and the Germans in a position to counterattack, at least with this half track and these soldiers moving in on foot from the different directions here. So, and also the Panzerschreck here in the building. So Germans hold this bridge. This bridge is contested. River Lock held by the Germans. Still anyone's fight. And we have the Germans have 33 order dice in the bag, and the U.S. forces 57 order dice in the bag, and overall 60 U.S. order dice and 35 German order dice. Let's begin. Now we will, about 3 days from now, we'll get to the action with the 6 Fallschirmjägers artillery strike. See if it's going to arrive and destroy this bridge. So epic.
Guess what dice came out?
Not till after the artillery strike.